Oh, hello, hello. So, we did a little bit of a stream earlier today, so I don't feel like giving another status update on my leg. But I'll give it to you nonetheless, since this video is going to be going up before that one. And, long story short, it's been 2 weeks. My wet leg is more or less fully healed. It still hurts a little bit when I put too much stress on it, but what can I do beyond that? At least I'm at the point where I'm able to, like, run, put a lot of my weight on it, and maybe even do some jumping. But for the most part, I think I'm going to get better really quickly from this point on. In other words, I said today that we would do a reaction to the Hysilens trailer, because I assumed it would come out today or tomorrow. Well, it's today or tomorrow, and it's out. There it is. Hysilens trailer, Daughter of the Sea. Tell me about your past. In the theater swallowed by the thick black tide, a solitary performance endured hundreds of years. Yet when the curtain finally fell, all that remained were scattered bones, and waves still mourning in sorrow. Please speak in human. Everything has turned into bubbles now. I wonder which two characters this is a conversation between. We got Hysilens, Saritra, and Cypher in this trailer. Interesting. Alright. So, one last plug before we begin. If you'd like to see more content like this in the future, the way to do that would be to leave a comment or join the Discord. It's where I let people know what I'm doing and when I'm doing it, as well as get more status updates on how I'm doing. Or hell, share status updates with me on how you're doing. I read those. I just don't respond to DMs. Alright. Let's drop the volume down because I don't want to blow out my eardrums.
Once upon a time, in the frigid depths of the ocean,
Well, his voice sounds
lived
familiar.
a sea siren princess who loved to sing. Like the beginning of all stories,
This is what Styxia looked like before death. Hey!
as
Trivy!
expected, the unexpected happened to her.
Mysterious creature services for
The
1,000 years.
princess, however, remained unfazed.
We're gonna have to read that.
What it is. Time to dance.
Wave strumming night.
Not all surprises are bad ones. Such
Hey,
as
we're in the
a
trailer.
magical encounter.
Why are there more people here than fish?
There's interesting stuff everywhere.
I don't like
Humans
seafood.
who don't eat fish, and there are cats who steal fish.
Give me back my fish!
I don't think cats like water.
I'll be back!
The news
Actually,
of
Cypher
the
mentioned that in
sea
the story.
princess making a ruckus in the market spread in the city.
Really pretty.
Right, absolutely.
The monarch is here!
Look at the high
Don't
chair.
worry. I'll take action.
Be gone! The Emperor!
An escape is unavoidable. Human pursuers finally exiled the two and drove them into the deep sea.
Why am I getting exiled?
But the sea also harbors evil. And so, on that day, the sea siren princess made a decision. Alone, she sank into the depths of the sea.
There's the ult animation.
Once upon a time, in the frigid depths of the ocean, lived a sea siren princess who no longer sang. She had never seen land, but day after day, she painted visions in her dreams of an encounter 1,000 years from now.
Interesting. So we got two versions of the same story, though I'm more inclined to believe the second one. Though, mostly what happens in these trailers is not canon to the story. Well, let's go back to the beginning. Let's mute it. Let's put on the closed captions, and let's do some analysis. Once upon a time, in the frigid depths of the ocean, lived a siren princess who loved to sing, which is being paralleled at the end of this with Once Upon a Time. In the frigid depths of the ocean, there lived a siren princess who no longer sang. She had never seen land, which means everything before this moment did not happen. But day after day, she painted visions in her dreams of an encounter 1,000 years from now. Now, we know from the live stream, apparently, that the plot is we're going to go back in time. The patch is called Before Their Deaths, so I assume we're going to go before the deaths of Ceridra and Hysilens happened about 1,000 years ago, give or take. So this encounter that Hysilens is dreaming of will probably be an encounter in the present day, when we probably prevent her from dying in the past somehow. And I don't know. Amphorius is in a weird state right now after what happened in 3.4, so I'm not entirely sure what the storyline's going to look like after we start fixing things, but we got to start fixing things first. Alright, where's that newspaper? I want to get a close look at that newspaper. Alright, before that, we see the Tribbies. As expected, the unexpected happened. I just love that people have phones in ancient Greece. Oh, that's so silly. Amphorian Gazette of Oddities. A mysterious creature resurfaces in the ocean after 1,000 years. Can't read all the text on it, sadly. I love the animation of her skating across the water in high heels. It's so silly and I love it. The waves strumming night because, of course, her blades resemble a violin and a bow strumming. She had a lot of personality in this trailer, and it was actually kind of really fun. Also, if that's not a knight in shining armor, nothing is. What, Path of Beauty when? Not all surprises are bad ones. Why did they make Stell look so romantic there? We've never looked that good. There's interesting stuff everywhere. I don't eat seafood. Oh, that's what this guy says. Fish equal money. Oh, in the fictional story of the trailer, are we explaining how currency works? Actually, doesn't the blessing of Talantin make it so that you can exchange anything for anything and it just works in this planet? There are humans who don't eat fish. Also, I love this Food Wars type animation we're getting right here. She's literally just putting, like, what is that? Just like a little speck of sauce, I guess? Also, I just noticed she has scales underneath her eyes. So she has scales on her skin. That's kind of nice. I didn't look that closely at her model to notice that. And just buying everything over there. And there are cats who steal fish. So, it's obvious that they're trying to establish that there's some sort of weird, rival. I want to say rivalry, but it's not really a rivalry. Oh, maybe more like obstinate opposition between the fish and the cat. Although it's a little bit funny to see the fish as the aggressor here. Not exactly a Tom and Jerry situation, isn't it? Hiss. Look at that animation. Look at how wacky she starts running. That's so silly. I'll be back. And the news of our ruckus makes its way to Ceridra. Oh wait, were those wanted posters? Yep, they look like wanted posters. Or like posters for like some sort of I'm thinking of One Piece, like Brooks' wanted poster. It kind of looks like a poster for like a concert. I just love how stupid this chair is. How does she even get up there? Does someone have to lift her up and put her on that chair? It's so silly. Enter the villain. Enter the villain! Human pursuers finally exiled the two and drove them to the deep sea. We're on a game board here instead of a chessboard, but we're getting swept off like pieces nonetheless. I feel like there's supposed to be some references to the Little Mermaid here, and that's some of the parallels they're trying to draw here, which is kind of funny and cute. But for the most part, I like this trailer. It feels a little bit on the short side, and I would have loved to seen that ult animation, like, finish. But it's really interesting that we at least end the way we begin, so it comes full circle. We get a story of a once upon a time, but then we get an alternate version of telling of events. Or maybe it's just a second story. You can say once upon a time more than once. Once upon a time, twice upon a time, thrice upon a time. Anywho, this was a little bit of a shorter one, so I don't really feel like there's much more I can add that I haven't already said at this point. I'm going to try to quickly edit this so I can get it out for you all, probably within the next 3 hours. But if you'd like to see more content like this, the best way to do that, again, would be to join the Discord. That's where I let everybody know what I'm doing and when I'm doing it. And I will probably not be playing the 3.5 story the second it goes up. We will be doing Hysilens pulls, but I'm going to be probably streaming the Genshin story that I haven't caught up with before we jump into the story of Amphorius, though I am very excited to do so. So, until then, I will see you all in the next stream, the next video, or even in the Discord. Ta-ta for now. Stay safe out there.